Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Witness. This one might be, I don't know, I'm going to start saying this at the start of every episode, this one might be the last one I do. We'll see. This one I'm probably going to hop around a fair bit. I'm over here because this is where you have to stand for this. And you can do that up to there. So I need the desert laser and the reflector in town to light up the grey cloud so that it turns white, and I can do that. While I'm in this area, also these purple flowers I think are something as well. I have to work out where to stand. You don't get a cluster of flowers like that without it being suspicious. But over here, first of all, I want to talk about this lake a little bit, because this lake is actually a map. That orange leaf there, that bright orange leaf, is an indicator for one of those loose panels. The lanterns are, I believe, lasers, so you can see that one is lit, and there should be one lit over there somewhere for the one there. Let me see, the fountains are, what are the fountains? Obelisks, I think. I can't remember. So, over here, I went through this area again and I found a bunch of other panels that somehow I had completely missed the existence of. So the first set of panels I did here were going between the shadows. These ones are following the shadows. So, that opened the other gate for this so that I can actually now do it, and the thing actually still holds, so I need to stand back so my head's not in the way. So on this half of the grid you have to go between the shadows, and on this half of the grid you have to follow the shadows. It's really rather brilliant. So that should do it, and that's another laser. Also,
66 times have these eyes beheld the changing scene of autumn. I have said enough about moonlight. Ask no more. Only listen to the voice of pines and cedars when no wind stirs. Theonin, 1711.
there we go. There's another lantern lit up. And another laser. When it decides to turn on. Turn on. Are you gonna... You're turning very slowly. I think you have to... I think there are 7 of these in total and you have to do 4 to get to the end of the game. You have to do all 7 to do like the bonus area and stuff, but... I also want to see if this is the angle I need to look at from to get... that. No. It needs to be over here. I can tell by the stretched direction of the circle, so to speak. No? No. Really? Yes, so the elimination puzzles in the quarry. Let's go back and look at those, because hello. I completely missed this here before. That's a lift. So, what was I saying? I'm completely losing my train of thought because I'm wandering around. I do that. There are also angles to get this from where the sun is on these, and you know the drill. It's like I'm not gonna spend forever lining that up. I'm showcasing the game, I'm not going for 100%. Speaking of percentages though, if I do load a game, we can see I'm up to 164 solved plus 25. Which is not bad, I think. I think I need the lift here for this one, because you've got the perspective up here, but then you need to get lower down for the slats to look closer together. Anyway, the elimination puzzle's in here. Right. So the way this works is... did I put a caption on the last episode? That it eliminates one... Oh, cool. It eliminates one symbol, but that symbol has to be on the same side of the line as the elimination mark. So I did those. That allowed me to raise that platform to get up here, and then come around here. This is all pretty straightforward. And I did all of these, so again, more of the same. That eliminates that. That eliminates that. That eliminates that. So I'll just quickly go over these so you can see them. I don't want to dwell on describing them. You can pause the video and look at the solutions. So that's how those work. And also, I just saw you out of the corner of my eye.
What is divine in man is elusive and impalpable, and he is easily tempted to embody it in a concrete form, a church, a country, a social system, a leader, so that he may realize it with less effort and serve it with more profit. Yet, the attempt to externalize the kingdom of heaven in a temporal shape must end in disaster. It cannot be created by charters or constitutions, nor established by arms. Those who seek for it alone will reach it together, and those who seek it in company will perish by themselves. Hugh Kingsmill, 1944.
That's not going to work. So my choices are, do I isolate a red, do I isolate a green, or do I isolate one of the hexagon dots? I'm right in the middle of all the reds, which makes me feel like I'm going to be eliminating a red, but I don't feel like I'll eliminate a hexagon dot. Maybe I will. No. The trouble is I can't isolate the reds. I don't think there's any way I can isolate the reds. So, how the heck can I separate more than one red from the greens? Is there another starting point? There isn't. I have to start in the middle. Oh. No. Because I've got to go through the dot. I was going to say, can I do something like that? But, no. I mean, that gets all the reds down there, but then I've got the greens here, and I can't block that off to isolate the one green. I don't think there's any meaning to the fact that it picked that red to eliminate it. I think it just picks one. Okay, let's work with asymmetry. No, that's still not enough. Because there's that bit there. But, got it. No? Yes! That activated two things. This one looks like work, to be honest. What does this one even activate? Can't see a cable coming out of it. Okay, let's head outside and see what we've got. Has it activated the lift is what I want to know. Looks like it has. Good. So I can now use the lift to do stuff. Is that down? It's the other way up then? Oh no, this is down, okay. This might take a minute. Here we go. Here we go. Gradually, step by step. Bit more. Bit more. Come on. And there it is. Okay, I'm not sure what other benefit there is. To the left there will be something, I'm sure. What else do we have here? This cable coming in across here has not done anything yet. Okay, let's... Why do I get the feeling that chimney is part of one? Maybe? I need to work out the Tetris puzzles. I just need to. I don't think I can do any of this until I've... No. Okay, seriously, look at these flowers here. That is a line. Look at it. Oh, there we go. I'm at just the right angle. Well, not quite. I need to be... not with that bush in the way. Told you there'd be one in the flowers. There'll be more as well. That won't be the only one. Bet you anything. To find the right angle to look at it from. Yeah, that's 90% of this. The blue ones. Blue ones are going to be something, surely. Can't get a good angle though. This is an environmental puzzle. I have to change the backdrop in there to red, I guess, for those. Is there a green start point? Yeah, there is. There it is. So I'd need green as well. So I need to get in there. Which means Tetris puzzles and sun. This is something to do with pairs, I think. You can't have more than one or two of I don't know. That's all suns. Okay. Tetris puzzles then, right. Also, there are... There's one. There's another one. And another one. And another one. I think that's it. Right, so these bloody Tetris puzzles. I'm determined to figure these out. So it's got to be able to... No. It's something to do with being able to fit the pieces into the space you create. I mean, I've looked at examples of solutions for these and I still don't get it. Why can't I grasp how these work? It's driving me mad. I'm sorry, I am going to have to look at the solution for this specific one and just try and get it into my head. I really cannot get this. Okay, so it's... I mean, yeah, I can see that the piece will fit in there, but how is that any different to solutions I've tried? I honestly don't. So they're more of the same, except... No. So you see the solution for this one is shown as being that. Well, have I not tried something like that before? Should I do that? Okay. So this one, you do something like that. No, that can't be that high up, it has to be down here. Okay, I'm not going to look at the solution this time. So we're probably going to have that again. And then, do they all have to be in the same area of the... I guess so. See, what's wrong with that? The T-piece fits there, then one fits there, and one fits there. Why is that not a valid solution? This is... But, if I look at the valid solution, now, it's that. So the T-piece fits where it did in the first solution, and the two are on the bottom right. How is that... How is that any different? This is my problem with the Tetris puzzles. I cannot see how you distinguish the... Okay, two T-shaped pieces. Not looking at the solution. What can I come up with? Let's do one like that and one like that. Okay, not over there. Let's do it over here. So one like that and... No, because they're overlapping. Okay, what is it? I was kind of on the right track, I just need to stack them on top of each other like that. Fair enough. Okay, so I need 3 tall pieces. Well, that should be nice and easy. Can I just do... there's 1 3 tall. There's another 3 tall. Does it have to be the only shape in there? Okay, there's a 3 long. And there's... Okay, there's a 3. And there's a 3. Right, you see it? So the bottom right corner is a 3 horizontally, and stacked on top of the leftmost block of that is a 3 upwards. And that's not valid. And then I look at the actual solution, and it is basically the same thing, just that way around instead. So 3 in the corner at the top, and then 3... An angled Tetris piece means it can be rotated. Well, they're all angled. That tells me nothing useful. Create an outline around the pieces that represents the exact shapes, but the position and orientation vary in this case. Wait, what? Okay, so again, why is that wrong? And then this is right. This is not right. What? That's what it's got on... Oh no, hang on. Hey, what? The Tetris piece has to be inside. Of course it does. Wow, I am stupid. Okay. So... we have our 3 across and we have our 3 down. Okay, now I feel stupid. Maybe I can actually make some progress on this now then. Oh, we have an elimination one. It just eliminates the Tetris piece altogether. As long as I can loop around it in the necessary way. There we go. That opens a door on the side, so I can get out of there, fine. Okay. So I now kind of get the Tetris ones and feel pretty stupid, to be honest. I stared at them enough times. How do I get this open? From in there? And how do I get in there? With this. Okay, this is something to do with pairs, I know that. Nope. Where's a training panel for these? In the jungle, maybe? And there's also still this thing. This thing. This one. Wait, what's in here? I haven't been in here. Have I? There's nothing in here? It's just an empty building. Okay. Yeah, this thing. So I've gone between shadows, and that's fine. I don't see what other pattern there is to this thing. Let alone how I use the other start and finish points. So I don't know that. Oh, there was something else I wanted to check out, wasn't there? Yeah, I definitely need to use the boat for that one. And there was that thing that looked like a pathway. Hello.
The glass is transparent, the wine transparent. The two are similar, the affair confused.
Sneaky.
There seems to be wine and no glass. Or glass and no wine. Sahib bin Abad, circa 990.
Did you see that? That was beautiful. I think there are probably more like that. There's a panel up there. How do I get up on there then? Cable. Yeah, I was right. There is a path here. Cool. Well, it's not necessarily exactly where I thought it was. I haven't been over to this building either. There's actually so much of this game I haven't explored yet. Okay, this looks simple enough. Okay, let's do this. These just all need sectioning off from each other. I guess. Yeah. Okay. Easy. 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 Slightly more work. That. And then that. Still pretty easy. And then... let's section off the green. Then, oh, okay, let's section off this white on its own. This green. And the two purples can be together. Fine. Oh, more. Okay, you. Okay, you. And you. And then you. This one takes a tiny bit more thought. Let's do that. That, no. What if I do that, then that, then no. That, no. Okay, they're all isolated. But that isn't. that is. Okay. See, I can separate the reds from the yellows there, but then the whites are still... Do that first? How should I do this a minute ago? I can't close that off then. Do that. Then that. Then no. Got it. No? Oh, the red's in the... Okay, give me a second to remember this. What should I just do? Okay, let's work with this. What can I change? That was actually a lot easier than I thought. Again, we're kind of in the territory of the game doing some good things, but then it just overdoes them, and I don't feel like doing that one right now. I've had enough of coloured dots, you know? That's very purple. I like it. So it's kind of like... Okay, how long have we been going? 40 minutes. I'll go a little bit longer then. Is this a path? Steepest path ever? Where does this go? Up the mountain? Down the mountain? Up the mountain? There's a laser in there. How do I get in there? Okay, where does this cable go? That's a panel. That's panel, 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 panel. Where does it start? Here we go. So I need to listen. Well, I think it was a tweet, tweet. Hi, low. This is really cool. Da 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 da. Come on. Da 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 da. I really like this. When they do cool stuff like this, this is where the game's good. Creative things as the cues. And having the speaker there so you know it's a sound thing. So this has come down here. What? What? Da, 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 da. Da, da. Da, 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 da. How the hell is there a phone ringing? What? Oh, wait, is this the path I went down before? Oh no, it's just another way around. Okay. Seriously, where the hell is that phone noise? Wait. Bird, please. This is... It's just adding more and more distracting noises. That's ridiculous. No. Come on. That's not there. Unless it's there. No? No, it's not the wolf. Okay, let's leave that for now then. And just have a little wander up the mountain. Just to finish off. Is this a puzzle? With the flowers. There's a laser here. That's very green. Well, now it's very green. I've seen it from a distance. There are definitely some environmental puzzles down there. Oh, there's one there as well. Look at that. I can see the circle. I just have to line it up somewhere. Here? No? Oh, I can see so much from up here. I just want to go up to the top of the mount. Hello. This is a symmetry puzzle. And it's one of those ones where you can't see the other one. Ugh, crikey. Snow. Hi, camera person camera.
Up there, you go around every hour and a half, time after time after time. You wake up usually in the mornings, and just the way that the track of your orbits go, you wake up over the Mideast, over North Africa. As you eat breakfast, you look out the window as you're going past, and there's the Mediterranean area, and Greece, and Rome, and North Africa, and the Sinai, the whole area. And you realize that in one glance, that what you're seeing is what was the whole history of man for years, the cradle of civilization. And you go around down across North Africa and out over the Indian Ocean, and look up at that great subcontinent of India, pointed down toward you as you go past it. And sail on off to the side, Burma, Southeast Asia, out over the Philippines, and up across that monstrous Pacific Ocean. Vast body of water. You've never realized how big that is before. And you finally come up across the coast of California and look for those friendly things. Los Angeles and Phoenix and on across El Paso. And there's Houston. There's home. And you look, and sure enough, there's the Astrodome. And you identify with that, you know? It's an attachment. And down across New Orleans, and then looking down to the south, and there's the whole peninsula of Florida laid out. And all the hundreds of hours you spent flying across that route, down in the atmosphere, all that is friendly again. And you go out across the Atlantic Ocean and back across Africa. And you do it again, and again, and again. And that identity, that you identify with Houston, and then you identify with Los Angeles, and Phoenix, and New Orleans, and everything. And the next thing you recognize in yourself is you're identifying with North Africa. You look forward to that. You anticipate it. And there it is. That whole process begins to shift of what it is you identify with. When you go around it in an hour and a half, you begin to recognize that your identity is with that whole thing. And that makes a change. You look down there, and you can't imagine how many borders and boundaries you crossed again and again and again. And you don't even see them. At that wake-up scene, the Mid-East, you know there are hundreds of people killing each other over some imaginary line that you can't see. From where you see it, the thing is a whole, and it's so beautiful. And you wish you could take one from each side in hand and say, look at it from this perspective. Look at that. What's important? And so a little later on, your friend, again those same neighbors, another astronaut, the person next to you goes out to the moon. And now he looks back and sees the Earth not as something big where he can see the beautiful details, but he sees the Earth as a small thing out there. And now that contrast between that bright blue and white Christmas tree ornament and that black sky, that infinite universe, really comes through. The size of it, the significance of it, it becomes both things. It becomes so small and so fragile, and such a precious little spot in that universe that you can block it out with your thumb. And you realize that on that small spot, that little blue and white thing is everything that means anything to you. All of history and music and poetry and art and war and death and birth and love, tears, joy, games, all of it is on that little spot out there that you can cover with your thumb. And you realize that that perspective, that you've changed, that there's something new there. That relationship is no longer what it was. And then you look back on the time when you were outside on that EVA and those few moments that you had the time because the camera malfunctioned, that you had the time to think about what was happening. And you recall staring out there at the spectacle that went before your eyes. Because now, you're no longer inside something with a window looking out at a picture. But now you're out there. And what you've got around your head is a goldfish bowl. And there are no limits here. There are no frames. There are no boundaries. You're really out there, over it, floating, going 25,000 miles per hour, ripping through space, a vacuum, and there's not a sound. There's a silence, the depth of which you've never experienced before. And that silence contrasts so markedly with the scenery and the speed with which you know you're going. That contrast, the mix of those two things, really comes through. And you think about what you're experiencing and why. Do you deserve this? This fantastic experience? Have you earned this in some way? Are you separated out to be touched by God to have some special experience here that other men cannot have? You know the answer to that is no. There's nothing that you've done that deserves that earned that. It's not a special thing for you. You know very well at that moment, and it comes through to you so powerfully that you're the sensing element for man. You look down and see the surface of that globe that you've lived on all this time, and you know all those people down there. They are like you. They are you. And somehow you represent them when you are up there. A sensing element. That point out on the end. And that's a humbling feeling. It's a feeling that says you have a responsibility. It's not for yourself. The eye that doesn't see does not do justice to the body. That's why it's there. That's why you're out there. And somehow you recognize that you're a piece of this total life. You're out on that forefront and you have to bring that back somehow. And that becomes a rather special responsibility. It tells you something about your relationship with this thing we call life. And when you come back, there's a difference in that world now. There's a difference in that relationship between you and that planet, and you and all those other forms of life on that planet, because you've had that kind of experience. It's a difference, and it's so precious. And all through this, I've used the word you because it's not me. It's not Dave Scott. It's not Dick Gordon, Pete Conrad, John Glenn. It's you. It's us. It's we. It's life. It's had that experience. And it's not just my problem to integrate. It's not my challenge to integrate, my joy to integrate. It's yours. It's everybody's. Russell Schweikart, 1975.
That was a really lengthy one. This pillar, I need to figure out. Triangles suggests it's one thing along each side. That leads into this actually really well disguised one in the floor. Like, you can hardly see that. But this then forms with the panel in the background. Oh my god. That then forms the thing that can get it from there to there. What I want to know, just before I end the episode, is can I still do this, or do you have to do it at the start of the game? I think you have to do it at the start of the game. Unless I... Oh, hang on. If I disconnect this... Can I not deactivate the gate? Because you can see the gate is one, and this uses the sun, as I speculated was a thing. But I can't do it without that being lit up, I guess. Yeah, I don't think I can do it. I'd have to restart the game. Okay, well that's going to be it for this episode. If you've enjoyed this probably long episode, remember to leave a like, share, favorite and comment, help support the channel, follow me on Twitter to stay up to date what's going on, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.